Sony is up to something big with its new 48 megapixel imaging sensor that was just announced. We get new leaks of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 telling us what the S Pen will be capable of doing, and Trump's tax war with China continues, bringing new taxes on certain smartwatches. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I do agree. This is the face of no sleep. We've had a lot of work, tons of great videos on the Spanish channel. Make sure you watch. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals. Even though Amazon's Prime Day is pretty much over, technically the company continues with deals on devices like the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. It is currently $300 off, pretty much $500 on the retail price. You can learn more in the description. Now, for those of you that have been following the whole Trump war with taxes on certain countries when it comes to importing goods, right now China, we hear that there are smartwatches now on the list for extra taxes. The funny part is some of these smartwatches are no longer being made, like the first generation Apple Watch, but then there are some smartwatches from Fitbit that are included and that are still being sold. You can see the full list in the description, and let's see how this ends up. Now let's talk about Qualcomm, as the company has just published some Ookla data that is rather interesting. For those of you wondering what smartphones are faster when it comes to data speeds and also, retaining those data speeds, technically you could say that the iPhone X is the same. But according to this data, it's not. It's up to the point where there are Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 processor phones that have performed 192% better than iPhones in the same scenario. Obviously, this is not technical information that I cover. I'm actually thinking about making a separate video for this. But yeah, let us know in the comments if you're interested, and you can learn more about this information in the description. Now let's talk about Samsung and some leaks that have just emerged on XDA developers. We hear that the S Pen is going to be able to control a ton of things, from your music controls to even answering phone calls to locking and unlocking your phone, which has me skeptical, to your camera shutter. You could pretty much hold the S Pen with your hand and somebody, you place the phone somewhere else. There are some interesting features here, and we can't wait to see what we get in Unpacked. And I've even been seeing leaks of the phone being unboxed on Instagram lately. We also see information on the Galaxy Watch as well. Stay tuned, there's a lot coming. And finally, the hottest news today come from Sony. For the first time, the company makes it to the hot news. But this is rather interesting. The new Sony IMX586 sensor has just been announced with 48 megapixels. We're talking 8,000 by 6,000 pixels here. That is a crazy amount of megapixels that assists in so many things, like, again, dynamic range. Just the sheer size of the sensor also allows for better shallow depth of field, and in addition, obviously being able to zoom at things. It proves that the whole idea of providing more megapixels that we saw with the Nokia 808 PureView, that later made it to Lumia 1020, that is now on the Huawei P20 Pro, is now going to be available to everybody according to Sony as of September. So I guess we can expect some great smartphone photography very soon. In today's question, let us know, what do you think? Do you think that this is the death of the point and shoot if smartphone cameras start becoming this capable? In my case, after using the Huawei P20 Pro for a bit, I have to say, I think it's time. But leave us a comment down below, we'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.